got the Alabama game on over here.
All right, we are excited to bring on Miss Banned Books, Miss Librarian,
Kristy!
all that.
Kristy!
Kristy, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Very well now that you are on our screens.
Yes.
Zach looking lovely today. Molly, always effervescent. And now
I like that word.
we have the amazing Kristy. Kristy, how did you get on the show? Let's start there.
Well, so my husband and I love the show. We've been watching since season 1. I was just like, hey, there's this new show on called The Floor. I want to watch it. And Zach was like, okay, let's watch. Zach, my husband, not our Zach. So we watched it and we were like, this show is really dumb at first. But then we were like, we just like got into it. Like, it was just weird because, I think when you first are introduced to it with just the pictures on the screen, it's just like it's an odd thing. But once you
especially if you played trivia
game,
beforehand, right? Like,
yes.
Like I'm just like
'cause it
such a
seems
trivia
simple.
nerd. So like the initial introduction of it is just like, oh, it's just visual trivia. And that's what everybody says to me when they first hear, it's just visual trivia.
Right.
Picture.
They think it's very
harder
easy,
than it
but
looks, people.
once you understand the like strategy and the speed of it, it's really hooks you, I think. So we really enjoyed it, but I saw an Instagram ad about them casting for season 4 and 5. And so I just answered it. I don't know. It was like after lunch one day and I was going back to work and I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And I was like, not expecting anything to ever come of it, of course. I got a call the very next day. And I was like, and at first I was like, I don't think I even want to do this, honestly, because I'm just like, I have trouble getting out of my comfort zone a lot of times. But once they said they filmed in Ireland, I was like, wait, I really think I need to I need to take this opportunity, right? Like, it would be different if it was just in LA or something, but in Ireland, I was like, this is going to be a fun thing. And I'd heard, after I got the call, I started like reading the Reddit and like former contestants just talking about how awesome it was and how everybody got to be friends. And I was like, this just seems like a cool experience. I got to try it. I still didn't think I would get picked, but they, for some reason, picked me. I think they just needed somebody from West Virginia, but I'm fine with that.
Hey, I mean, come on now.
Same.
Like you don't undersell yourself. You were bringing a lot to the table there.
Yeah.
I will say
that's how I felt about Kentucky.
I will say that I proposed banned books as my category like right off the bat. So them, giving that category to me in the end, especially after hearing how everybody else got their categories, was maybe that's why they picked me. I don't know.
that's how I
like
felt with
you and I.
Like, that was my first name.
I was so thrown off by that because I just thought, okay, we submitted ones that we wanted, and then everybody would get the ones they wanted. So like when I got there, I didn't have any strategy in mind in terms of not telling anybody about my category because I just didn't.
Right.
I didn't know that there was this whole thing that people weren't getting the categories they wanted. So like,
you didn't
Kristy,
know that
you
they
and
were
I
handing people New England because they live in Maine and that's the only reason? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. I was so shocked.
Like, Kristy, you and I had like this inherent advantage we probably didn't even really know about right out of the gate.
Yeah, and I had no qualms about telling people what my category was because I was very confident in my category, which is, spoiler alert, ironic considering how things turned out.
Aw, you did so good.
It was such a
it was
duel.
a great it was a great
it
duel.
Was
yeah.
awesome. You guys did so good with that.
It
was definitely intimidating. You were definitely intimidating only because like you were so put together and you were so confident. And
that's so nice.
So like even in the study room, I'm like, man, this lady's cool. I don't want to duel her, but she's really cool.
Really
that's
cool.
Funny because I was scared.
Really cool.
I was terrified.
Hey, listen,
terrified.
You were playing fake it till you make it really well. Then, like you could win that game show too, because like you were like like Zach said, your body language, your presence was just like it was nice, but then like game time, it was like, oh whoa, hey, whoa,
Yeah.
pass. You
Thank
know,
you.
like,
That's so nice.
like I'm trying to come up with a strategy of, well, first of all, I think I said in an earlier episode, you know, if I got randomized, just like as a side quest, one of my strategies was to get to Bo Bice. So I'm like, the only way through is banned books, and I'm like, just not like, she is just, no, that's a loss. As and
Well, that's so
so
nice. I
yeah.
feel a lot of people said that. They were like, "Oh, I'm not challenging you." So I was like, "Oh, that's good." But I think like right before I dueled, I think it was Tim actually that told me, "Oh, you know, Aaron's coming for you, right?" And I had suspected that, but I was like, as soon as she went up there, I was like, "Oh, I'm playing today."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think now that we see the edit, it's not like a shock. She kind of had that attitude on the floor, and I respected it in terms of like, I'm here to play.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, whatever it takes, I'm here to play. I've got an idea of which ones I want to go at and which ones I don't, but I'm here to play. I'm not letting the randomizer gods decide my fate.
Yeah, I felt that way. I didn't feel that way until we started filming episode 3. When we started filming episode 3, that's when I was like, I'm ready. I want to play. And so when she challenged me, I was ready. I didn't feel nervous anymore. I felt like ready to go.
So
That's
your
cool.
strategy coming in was kind of just to feel it out and get a sense of the production, get a sense of the fellow players. Like you said, like if it allowed you to kind of wait a couple episodes.
Yeah, I was terrified to be randomized in the first episode. I will tell you that. I really didn't want that to happen. Especially since the categories around me, I was a little intimidated by. I mean, Simpsons characters was what I was going to go for if I got randomized, because it was something that was easy to study, and I've watched Simpsons a bunch, and I felt like fairly confident that I knew even the less well-known characters. So, but Tim scared me. As sportscasters, I know some of them, but I definitely knew he knew more than me. So. But yeah, I just kind of let my strategy develop as we filmed. And that's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, let me just see how this goes. And then I'm going to go with a strategy. By the time Erin challenged me, I wanted her to, and I wanted to win, obviously. And I was going to go to tie and do Brat Pack.
That's what I was going to ask. Was that your plan?
Yeah. And then I was going to go to Sibel at the Greater Outdoors and hopefully win 3. And then ditch car racing, because I know some people wanted it, but I didn't want it.
Oh man, if you had done that, if you had gone for Sibel, you would have been my number 1 enemy. Sibel was my floor bestie, so
I know, she's so sweet. Sibel is the sweetest and adorable, but I just felt like the Great Outdoors. I was like, you know, I live in West Virginia. We've got the Great Outdoors here.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I just couldn't tell was that, like, Zach just says this, right? And it's like, I could not tell with a lot of you, because it's like Zach was friends with so many people, and I'm like, all right, this is a fellow Mainer. I want to, not an alliance per se, but I'm hoping we both go far. But like, I'm like, Zach's friends with everybody, so if anybody I challenge, I'm gonna piss him off.
It was Sibel, Arlene, and Kelsey. If you challenge any of those 3, I would have been. Anybody else, I was like, meh, whatever. But those 3 were the ones that. Yep.
Understandable. But then I was like, I'm not here to make friends. Although I was kind of, because I love you guys, and I am so happy that we all get to talk all the time.
But for real though, did you come? Zach's admitted, for instance, to coming more, not for the party. He was there to win too, but I mean, he was there for the social vibes too. Like, did you come with that in mind, or did that just happen?
I got to be honest. I held absolute no expectations that I was going to win the game. I was like, there's no way. From day one that I knew they picked me, I was like, I'm not going to win. I mean, I wish I had more confidence, but I just didn't. But my goal, I really wanted to win a good chunk of category and try to win one of the episodes, you know.
Yes.
That was kind of like my main goal. I mean, if I'm being honest, obviously winning the game would have been fantastic, and I'm not going to sabotage myself, but my main goal was just to try to get a good chunk of the floor and, by the end of an episode. So, I mean, that was it.
You definitely could have done that with Ty.
How much strategy were you conjuring up, like, as every situation played out? Were you just,
I mean, it was constant.
Were you continually? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was constant wheels turning. Like, okay, this duel is about to happen. If this person wins, what would I do? If this person wins, what would I do? That was constantly going through my head the entire time. And, there's absolutely no reaction shots of me, except when I was disappointed about somebody missing Gumbo. And that's probably why I was just like wheels turning the whole time, So yeah, it's constantly evolving. And that's what's cool about this game, is that you do kind of have to like evolve your strategy as time goes on. It moves fast and you have to constantly think about what you're going to do.
Absolutely. Tell us about that look for a second, because did that happen when he missed Gumbo? Because I was also screaming in my head at him, like, it's Gumbo, let's go.
Yeah, it's like my favorite food ever. I am obsessed with like food from Louisiana. Is just like, I went to Louisiana for the first time and I was like, this is
Same.
my this is my
this
favorite
is
food
my
of all
jam.
time.
This is where I need to be.
The
So
category they told me I was
Gumbo.
going to have was Cajun cuisine. They told me I was going to be able to have Cajun. Yes, that was what they submitted me for.
No. That would have been such a cool category. I wish you would have had it.
I know. That's what I said.
I would have been going after you.
Let's take a look at a couple things, and then we can talk a little bit more about the duel and about just the game afterwards. First of all, let's take a look at your interaction with one Rob Lowe. How are you? What is your name?
My name's Kristy. I'm from the great state of the wild and wonderful West Virginia.
I love West Virginia. So banned books, you're a librarian.
I am.
So that makes perfect sense that you would be an expert in this category, right?
Yes.
Are you worried she's a librarian?
She doesn't have a monopoly on books.
Does she? That's right.
They're free at the library.
I like the spiciness.
So now, Erin's reaction there. What are you thinking right there? Like first of all, the fact that she's got like the chutzpah to come up with that right there on the fly.
That was fantastic. I laughed so hard. I was like, that was perfect. And she's right. She's right. I don't have a monopoly on books, obviously, because I lost. But I said this in my post interview, which they didn't air. But like, I was kind of glad, I don't know. It's like, I'm a librarian. I want people to read. I love that she knew those books, I know she was studying and everything, but it's great that people read and know these books that have been, I mean, not to get too serious here, but they have been challenged. People do constantly try to get books taken off the shelf in the library, and it's cool when people know them. So, it can't be too mad.
Kristy, the thing that and listen, you're right. We don't want to get too serious here, but at the same time, like, listen, we're in a stage right now where banned books is a real issue, and like, especially, I didn't really want to like give too much of this away, like when I was there, but like down where I live in South Carolina, it is a huge issue, like to the point where like we've had to like really stand up, take action. Like they had these banned book committees. I like volunteered to be on the banned book, just to try to fight it, because they just went after like 100 different books and like the most basic book, a lot of books on the screen there, by the way. It was so I mean, I have got to imagine, just as a librarian, that in and of itself is a passionate issue for you.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the battles that we fight as librarians every day for funding, to get people, the resources they need. I mean, we're open to every single person, and some people don't like that. They want us to like ban homeless people or whatever from libraries, and it's like, it's a constant battle. So, again, not to get too serious or political. I don't think libraries are political.
Yeah, they shouldn't be, right?
But it is something, and I liked that they let me have that category. I was a little worried they wouldn't, just because of the sensitive nature of it. But I think it like,
could be controversial.
especially, especially with like the dictionary, Where's Waldo being in there. People are like,
Pop
what?
on pop.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was.
People
Yeah.
people act like, oh my gosh, that's so silly, and it is silly, you know, because if you give an inch, they'll take a mile with books, you know.
That was the reaction that I got even from my like family members that text me during the episode. It was like, why was that on there? And it actually started a nice conversation in terms of like, listen, the struggle is real. Like even
the
the most innocuous titles you would think just like it's
Dictionary.
yeah, it's real.
I know.
Yeah. But it's crazy because any movie can be released in theaters, but then you put something even semi-controversial in a book and people call for it
In
to be
writing,
banned.
Yeah.
Again, not to get too political, but I went to see one battle after another. And I love DiCaprio and Del Toro, and I thought the trailer in of itself was brilliant because it gave very little away. So I was like, okay, well, I normally read everything about everything, and this time I was like, all right, I'm playing this game. I'm not reading anything. I have no idea what this movie's about going in, and without like talking too much, I will just say like that was a movie instance where I am shocked that it got released in this day and age.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. I know I'm going to go see it though. So.
I cannot recommend it enough. And
Cool. I'm definitely going to go.
And just, you know, as an aside, I just was like, kind of like, all right, I need to do something else instead of watch the floor live this week. So yeah, we went to see one battle after another, you know, Wednesday night, and wow, I cannot and it's like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, but like for a reason. All right.
Cool.
I digress.
I'm gonna go see it.
I promised everybody I wouldn't digress.
It's okay.
In terms, let's play the duel, and then we can talk a little bit about the duel itself.
Okay.
Catcher.
Huckleberry.
Margaret.
Dictionary.
Sings.
Brave.
Bible.
Prisoner.
Animal.
Hate.
Cold.
Wallflower.
Satanic.
Pass.
All right. Let's stop here for a second. Did you know the book at all? Or was it the title just escaping you?
That one? That was Aaron, right?
No, that was me passing.
That was you.
That was you.
I passed on that one? Oh, yeah. No, I did not know that book. And
Yeah, me neither.
that was me. Sorry.
Their eyes watching God.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that book either, but I could have guessed eyes. I don't know why I didn't. I was like, I had in my mind that if I don't know it, I'm just going to pass like right away because
Good call. Good call. All right, so we move on from there. Jeremy.
Lover.
Shocked.
2.
Close. Loud. Yeah.
Chef. Cooking. Pass.
That one shocked me. Were you just like that? That feels like a more popular book.
Yeah, I was surprised she didn't know that one for sure. I did. I knew that one. I didn't know eyes, but I didn't know that
It's
one.
the only one in your duel I didn't know.
For real?
Yeah, I'd
For
never
real?
heard of that one. Yeah.
You knew the rest of them?
Yeah,
Okay,
I knew
let's
all
keep
of them
going
except
on
for
this
that.
because that's mighty impressive in and of itself.
There's that.
Solomon.
Flowers.
Orange.
Waldo.
Pass.
Equals out a little bit here.
Walter.
All right. At this point, 20 seconds to. Are you seeing the time at all?
Yes, I was. And I was like, I've got this. I felt
Yeah.
so confident at this point.
Yeah. Even and I was shocked she got. I mean, I love the title, but I didn't even know. I know everything about bodily functions, but I didn't know Walter the
Yeah.
farting dog.
It's my nephew Colin's favorite book.
For real?
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I knew it, but yeah, I didn't. I was pretty sure I had it at this point.
I full disclosure, I just remember being on the floor at that moment thinking, and please don't hate me for saying this, but I was just like, damn it, she's gonna win. Like,
Hey, I take that as a compliment.
yep, absolutely.
Attic.
Spy.
And Erin even thinks, look, you can see the look on her face. She's like, I'm
Dark.
not.
She's nervous.
Night.
She's almost resigned.
Pass.
Good quick
I
pass.
knew that one.
What'd you say?
I know that one. I
Did
don't know
you-
why I passed on that one. As soon as
That's
I
a
heard
long
it, I was like,
title
I
to
knew
look
that.
at, though.
Yeah.
That's
All
a
right,
long
can I
title
just
to
say,
have
like-
to decipher.
Can I just say, like, okay, fine, you knew it. Like, I mean, all the lights, the music, the
Mhm.
stress, the like, I mean, this is not simple stuff. Even
The word
this,
just
you know?
escaped me at the moment, but
Yeah.
and I was like, I had that thing in my mind. I got to pass quick. Otherwise I lose more time, and I don't want to
Yep.
do that. So
I mean,
Right.
you gave yourself a chance. You gave
Mhm.
yourself a chance. Like, there were others that took way too long with the passes and just completely did themselves in by that. So
Pop.
Young.
Pass. I don't. James.
that was
What a bummer.
That was tough.
Yeah. I did not know that book, An Abundance of Catherines. I'm gonna have to read it because I love John Green. Honestly, I just hadn't read that one and I hadn't heard of it. So
Aw.
yeah.
What was, now that you've had some time away from it, what's your overall takeaway just in terms of how you performed, the experience? Like, obviously the initial reaction is, this sucks, I wanted to win at least one duel.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. Yeah, I was bummed. I'll tell you what, leading up to my episode airing, I was pretty hard on myself about it. I was like, this sucks. It's going to be embarrassing, you know? But once I saw the duel, I felt fine about it. I felt good about it. I felt like I did a good job.
You did.
You know, it was the luck of the draw. If I had gotten, you know, one different book, I would have won that duel. So I felt
Yep.
fine about it. Erin is a smart girl, and I
Yep.
feel fine about it. Honestly, I love the experience, and it was worth it. Wish I would have won some money, but if not, I love the experience.
What was your reaction seeing Erin after, like, seeing her come pretty soon after you?
Yeah. So, I don't want to like give too much production wise away, but you know, I think everybody knows we have to have 2 copies of our outfits. So when you're eliminated, you go into a room and they bring you your outfit. And so I was sitting there waiting for my interviews, and they brought in like the outfit, so I could tell who was coming. And I saw Erin's yellow outfit come out, and I was like, no, because I was like really rooting for her after that. I was like, I want her to like win at least, you know, the episode money because she beat me.
Absolutely.
I was so mad.
what do you want people to know about you beyond Kristy and banned books on the floor? What do you want people to know about the life of Kristy?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just really passionate about I'm passionate about my work as a librarian. I really am. But I have a lot of other like aspects of my personality besides being a librarian. I think people think librarians are like mousy and quiet and all we do is read. But I have a lot, you know, I love sports. I love hanging out with my friends. I love to read. I do read a lot. But yeah, I'm a multifaceted person. I am passionate about libraries though. And I think everybody should read and join a book club and go to your local library. And if you don't read, that's fine. There's lots of other things at the library besides books.
Well, we the three of us can certainly attest that there's more to Kristy than just libraries. She's in the
Yes.
Floor Fantasy Football League, and she, just like she did on the floor, like she came prepared to the draft. First of all,
Hmm.
like it was very
Yes.
apparent. I've been playing fantasy for like ever, and
Mhm.
it's you can very quickly. And I play poker too, so it's like you read the room very quickly
love
too
poker.
when you play poker, and so I
Mhm.
could very quickly tell. Okay, the picks she's making, the speed she's making them, the the she's on it. She's on it. Like you weren't on camera with us, but
Mhm.
like it was very clear in terms of just the way you were going about it. And then the proof's in the
Thanks.
pudding. We haven't talked a whole lot of fantasy football league yet on the show, but like
Mhm.
Kristy's kicking butt and taking names so far. What's your
I'm
team name?
trying. It's Jaunty to Holiday because I have Ashton Jaunty, and I just like that TikTok sound.
I think you're in for a good way this week. He's one of my start recommendations for Essentially Sports. He's
Awesome.
he's got a good matchup. So I think he's
Good.
gonna go off for you.
Yay! I hope so.
Anything else for Miss Kristy before we let her go, guys?
No, nothing else other than it's great to talk to you guys and see your faces.
Yeah.
I miss you
Yes.
guys.
Thank you for hopping on.
We need to do a reunion sometime.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it
Sign
happen.
me
Yes,
up.
we are.
And listen,
Thanks so much, guys.
thank you for your patience in terms of
Thank
getting this
you.
done too. And
No problem.
it's awesome just to catch back up with you.
Absolutely. Talk to you guys later.